let's talk about the long-awaited Vision Pro. Okay, the
Finally here.
Long-awaited, right? Can we talk about first the experience of getting there? I thought, now, not necessarily like a line, but like a little mini line, right? I was expecting on the day that it drops, like a mini line. Now, granted, I live in Virginia. I don't expect it to be crazy, but like just a little joint, right? There was nobody. There's nobody. But when I went inside of the Apple store and I asked, like, yo, has it been busy? It's like, this one's different because we're doing it by appointment. And I'm like, okay, cool. So you go, you get a demo. The demo's like about 30 minutes or something. My man is walking you through the motion of it, taking you through majority of the apps, which was pretty cool. It gets you hyped. It's like, okay, just give me it, right? Could you have probably figured it out once you got home? If you are a semi-techie, right? Because I don't want to assume everybody's techie, but if you've messed with some tech before, yeah, you probably could, okay? So don't feel bad. Don't feel like you have to do the demo, but the demo is pretty dope, right? They all have a script. They can see, they all have different iPads to see what you're seeing so they can walk you through it, right? So I thought that was a really dope experience. Now, putting it on, is it heavy? Yeah, it's heavy. It's not glasses. I mean, it's not glasses. But I have the Oculus Quest 2. It is lighter than the Quest 2, especially you have the 2 bands. So that's pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah. Now, what I just did, so the videos that you're going to see on the podcast and everything like that, I did that in Vision Pro. So it's cool. How I'm going to use it is to truly, I've been struggling lately with distractions. So what's cool is that you can half and half your environment. Half is your house, your crib. The other half is the virtual reality environment. Right? So you can be in the clouds, you can be on the moon, and like there's a dark mode of really dope. They have dark modes of the environments. So you can see stars. So dope, right? But you can fully immerse yourself in it. But for me, half and half, just because I want to see kind of where I'm going and things like that. And I was able to connect my computer up. I had a video playing. I already have ChatGPT on the side and it's talking to me. So what it does, because at first they were like, we have hundreds of apps that is for the Vision Pro. No, you have a whole bunch of iPad apps that also work in Vision Pro. And there's only a few that work completely immersive with the Vision Pro. So don't let that language fool you, right? Because ChatGPT was an iPad version app. Notion was a iPad version app. So I see what they did there. It was cute, right? Typing in it, I mean, because you're like, either you're going like this or you're looking. So the sensors, you control everything with your eyes. You don't control anything with your hand or your head or anything. You control everything. You look at it, you go like this, it's done. And it's really, really accurate. It's extremely scary. Right? So you could type either by looking at the letter and going like this, going like that, or talking. Best thing to do is talk. Right? If you seriously have to type, 2 suggestions. Either set up your computer and use your keyboard, or what I just found out, and I'm still finding out new things. like the text message, I was able to still use my keyboard to type into the text message. So some of the things I was doing, I was typing on my, I was all the whole time I was talking to you, I was in the Vision Pro.
Oh, nice. That's dope.
Yeah. So it allows you to do multiple things, put everything everywhere. I tried a game, Fruit Ninja. That was hilarious.
Really?
That was extremely hilarious because it like the characters and the fruit are like you're not immersed. It's like AR. So it goes with your settings. So like a pig was all the way over there. You had a sliced fruit. I sucked. It was horrible. I realized a different trick. There was this Asian dude laughing at me. Like this is an introvert's dream. It's hilarious. So the one thing that I really, really enjoyed, I'll say that, is the mindfulness app. And I put it on my IG, where literally it's just, it totally immerses you in your meditation.
Nice.
So good. So good. Now, that was the good things. Bad things, right? When you're looking at your phone up close, it hurts your eyes. Not the greatest, right? Your reality is actually a little grainy. So it's not clear like pass through that we've clearly seen on the ads because everybody makes it look nice. It's a little bit grainy. You can still see everything fine, but it's just a little bit grainy, right? There's not a direct way to charge. So you have a battery pack. It's like a gray battery pack that has a string that goes to the actual headset. You then have to plug in another cord to the battery pack and connect that to power for it to just be continuous power. You can unplug it, you could then walk around with it, that whole nine, but there's not like a direct way of like, boop, and then it goes, like it's like double situation. I'm definitely not a super fan of that. Like I said earlier, the lie of there's many apps for the Vision Pro that is immersive. That's not necessarily true. And there isn't, and a lot of creators have mirrored this same opinion. There isn't a like killer app or a killer feature that is like, wow, this is what the Vision Pro is about, right? There's not that, but it has a lot of potentials. It's a Gen 1 product. So this is where the idea turns into something. And I love the process of an idea turning into something. So I'm all for, okay, because you could clearly see where Apple is trying to go. Because the only thing that can happen now is that it gets smaller, it gets lighter, right? But the foundation of what is possibly can happen is clear as day already in the Vision Pro. So where the ecosystem of Apple is clear, like there's no heavy setup to connect your phone, your mirror it, or connect your laptop, your iMac, whatever. It's really like looking up and pinching, and then everything's set up. There's no like click here, press OK, confirm. There's nothing right like that. So the ecosystem is great. The fact that I could be in the kitchen watching something while I'm cooking right there, and it won't like weigh me all the way down, and I'm able to do multiple things. Then I can have ChatGPT on the other side and be like, yo, am I doing this right? I think the potential is there. It's just, it's bulky. Now, is it worth the $3,400 and something dollars, depending on the model that you got? If you are a Apple fan and a fan of seeing what is to come and seeing the idea come to life, yeah. If you are not an Apple fan, if you are more of the thing got to be right now for me to pay for that, I would say no. I would say no, because you're spending on potential.
Right.
So, but I love it. Let's just get this straight. I love it. I'm wearing it. Not now. Not if you're watching this video. I'm not wearing it now. But on a reg now, like probably I was wearing it before this, like 3 hours. Easy. And when I took it off, my eyes didn't hurt or I didn't feel, oh my God, where am I? With the Meta Quest, every single time I took that thing off, I was like, oh my God, where am I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I'm back here. Okay. At least with the Vision Pro, I'm able to like come back to reality and see, okay, cool. I go downstairs with no problem. I'm not, it's fine. It is not a shock. That Quest one, I was like, oh man, wait. Okay, hold on. Maybe take me
No,
back.
for sure. I remember that too, actually.
Mm-hmm. But the one cool feature that I think you would like, Keynote. So with Keynote, when you do like presentation mode, you could practice in like the Apple Theater. So it's it's an empty theater. You have your slides right in front, and then you look behind you, and the slides are huge, right? You could practice in the theater, or you could practice in a conference room. It's so
Nice.
fire. That part,
That's dope.
I was like, I see what you did
Smart.
there. Yeah, I see what you did there. So that's my take on the Vision Pro. I'm very happy, but I can understand for those people who may not want to purchase into potential and just are waiting for a complete finished product. You're probably not going to want to get it till probably maybe Gen 3. I'll say that. Probably not till Gen 3. And somebody said that, like, why would you get Gen 1? Because I'm not waiting that long. Okay? I'm not going to be like, oh my God, this is what it can be. This is all. No, I want to see the whole process. I want to see what, like, people bought the first iPad. People bought the first iPhone.
Yeah.
And they saw the process of it. As a business owner, as a content creator, investing in Gen 1 is actually super motivational than getting the complete finished product. Because in my head, it creates the standard of there is a process. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get the foundation and the experience worth talking about, and then get the feedback to then get exactly what the people want.
Couldn't have said it better. That's exactly what I was thinking too, as you were saying that. Yep.
So the question is, when will you consider getting the Vision Pro?
I can see myself in maybe like a version 2 of it, you know? V2. Yeah. Maybe not even wait until 3. See myself in the V2.
Two and a
I see
half.
myself in the V2. Yeah. A nice little V2. I could be on a V2 maybe next September-ish or next February if that's their timeline for. Yeah.
Here's my thing. Because when did those headphones came out? The big joints.
The AirPod Maxes.
Yeah.
I bought them. I bought them and returned them, and it was in the winter. Yeah.
Why'd you return them?
I didn't like the noise cancellation on them. I didn't think they were great because like they're good headphones as a user, but whenever I use them for phone calls, trash audio. So not trash.
Really?
I love Apple. Poor audio. Yeah. Not the greatest audio. Communicating out. So
I have no
I had to
problem
switch
with
for
them.
these again. Really? Oh, that's good then. Maybe
Right.
they fixed
I
them.
was like, I actually have more problem with those than the big joints. I
Interesting.
feel like I sound trash with the little headphones than over the big headphones. The big headphones, I feel like, now for the people who've talked to me with the headphones, please text me and let me know, and I'll report if I was a
Give us some
lie.
feedback.
Yeah, right.
Give us some
I'll
feedback.
report if I was a lie. Maybe it was me, but I knew.
And it could be because I got them a little while back too.
But they never upgraded.
Oh, same one still?
Yeah, it's the same ones.
Oh,
that's what that was going to be my point. Where I don't know how quickly they're going to turn around a Gen 2. So I didn't want to necessarily wait that long, because if we look at the big headphones, they haven't came out with a new one since it dropped. And I believe that was like over 2 years ago. Let me look. Let me see.
I'll tell you what, I just saw something about iOS 18, which I'm imagining is going to be on the next iPhone. Yeah. Possibly even here a little bit sooner. And speculation is it's going to be their best update to date because of AI. No, but
they say that all the time.
No, I mean, of course, every update is going to be their best update, but I actually think this one makes sense because they're saying it's going to integrate AI pretty heavily into it. So I'm like,
they better, because they haven't.
They've been
They've been 2020 the headphones.
Makes sense. Been out for a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They haven't released anything of those headphones since 2020. So I'm like, what if it takes a minute for them to launch a Gen 2?
4 years. 3.5, 4 years. Yeah. That's crazy. And that price point is great. I mean, granted, for the headphones, that price point is pretty high too, but this is 5 or 6x the headphone price. So
this price isn't for the weak. You know what I mean? This is not the curious.
Yeah.
If you are curious about the experience, yes, get a Quest 3. I believe it's like $500. So if you're just trying to see how a headset is and that whole experience, I know they just added spatial audio as well. I don't know what's wrong with Zuck. Zuck be trying to throw little stabs here and there. But the Quest is probably more for the everyday user situation, price point and all. And then I'll assume the Apple one is the more luxury situation.
Definitely.
But Moose sent me a video that I was like, absolutely. You want to talk about that? Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I was on TikTok and somebody was recording a video of somebody walking with their Vision Pros and they're crossing the street. So I'm like, wait a second. People are going to the extent of wearing them outside. So it was like a funny one. And then I'm on YouTube later in the day when we were looking for some clips for the podcast. And then Casey Neistat's video pops up first on my feed. And here he is on his skateboard in New York City with the Vision Pros on. I'm like, okay, now this is a great opening clip to a video for sure to get people's attention, but that's bananas. But I'm imagining, and I guess you could let us know, you're able to see through the glasses to, okay, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you can see everything. It's so, you can see your whole, like outside, everything, and you can have things just pop up with still your normal regular settings. Now,
nice.
You can change the settings if you want, if you want to be somewhere else, but you can just have a window pop up here, do a FaceTime. Now the FaceTime, I heard, is hilarious because it takes, I'll FaceTime you so you can see it, right? The face that it makes of you is definitely something that you have to get used to, right? Like you see what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not you. But I see what they're trying to do, but that's not you. So, but and you saw it on the video because he showed that too during FaceTime. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. But they have Zoom in there and everything, so they expect people to be like,
to have them on there in Zoom.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool. I like that.
I don't know if I'll be on Zoom. If it's my team, yes. If it's business, no, I'm not doing that.
Not yet.
I'm not. That has to be way more accepted later down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But like, no. Now, team, absolutely. If I'm using it, I'm not
I'm
taking
gonna let y'all
my.
know.
Yeah.
Let y'all know.
No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Anyways, people, let us know. Are you going to get it? Are you not going to get it? You know me. I'm being honest. So, let us know what you think.